人類の反撃はこれからだ。
What's good, interweb? This is your boy Q, your friendly neighborhood geek. And have you ever bought a game or watched a movie, but in this particular case, you bought a game and you really didn't want to drop 60 bucks on it, and you're kind of glad that you did? I ended up buying Attack on Titan, and you know what? It was well worth the money that I spent for it, because of the fact that it's a very huge game. When you look at the game, it's kind of like a sandbox without being a sandbox. If you haven't watched the anime, I would suggest you watch the anime before you play the game, because while the game hits on the exact and main plot points in the story, you still miss a lot of what's going on in the story, and you don't get the full appreciation for the story, which is Attack on Titan. However, like I said, you do get some of the main plot points, which is good, and it's good to see those plot points actually via gameplay, which is cool. So the story is there, but it's not as prominent as the story in the manga or the story which is actually in the anime. I think the coolest part about the story is after you beat the main game, because there's five chapters and each chapter has 5 episodes. After you beat the 4th chapter, you actually go through an epilogue, which 5 chapters where, or you actually go through an epilogue where you actually have these uncovered chapters that are something from the manga. So that's pretty cool, because we haven't seen that in the anime yet. And I feel that if they would have done this year 2 with Attack on Titan, a lot of people wouldn't have forgot about it as much as they have, because it's been, what, it's going on 4 years absence with no Attack on Titan, just some stuff in the manga, and we're gonna get it next year. But that's the anime, not the game. The game features 10 playable characters, and you go through it and you do missions, and the missions that you do within the actual story of the game allows you to open up different scenarios to get different characters that you can later on play in the expedition mode. And even though some of the moves are kind of generic, and you know, they didn't want to spend that much time doing moves, 8 moves for every single character, which would have been cool, but they didn't. You have different things like when you double smash the X button, it allows you to hit twice, and then you have other moves that allow you to ambush, and some of the characters get the same moves, but what more than the moves, what really makes each character unique is the handling. And on the game, you have 3 different features that you're able to deal with. You have your blades, you have your basically your gas, which does run out, which is pretty cool. I like that function in the game. And then you also have your omnidirectional gear, which has an anchor and it has speed. You also have the ability to fortify items, so you're able to take one item that might not be that good but have something that you want and mix it with a couple other items and form a new item, which opens up a new variety of items, which is pretty good, which is pretty cool, and you also get trophies and things from that. As far as the gameplay is pretty much the best element of the game. As soon as you turn on the game and you see the enormous size of each Titan and the ability to be able to fight each Titan, and certain Titans, from the abnormals to the small Titans to the giant Titans to the flaming Titans, they each have their own type of abilities or their own type of strengths. And they have their own type of way that they attack you. Some jump at you, some lunge at you, some don't even bother you at all. You have to attack. What I love about the game is that you have the option to go straight for the nape, the back of the neck, which is to kill the Titans, or what you can do with the Titans is you can cut off their limbs. One of the great things about the game that you can do is you cut off their limbs, and that allows you to gain extra points and extra accessories or extra items that you can actually use when you go into your barracks or into your camp, and use those items to form new weapons and form new items. They also have something where you can buy horses, which I think is pretty cool. Horses' main function is to help you outside of the wall. So the horses have two main functions, speed and stamina. So it's good to try to get a horse that balances, so when you're stuck outside the wall and you have nothing to use your omnidirectional gear with to latch onto buildings or trees, you have a horse that, well, you can run away from a Titan. There's a few missions that you have to have a horse, or else you're gonna get eaten by a Titan. So this is much like, you know, the Dynasty Warriors, and very close to what Hyrule Warriors was that just came out on the Wii U not too many years ago, where you have someone in a distress signal and you have to reach that person right on time. So you're going through one mission and you're trying to attack one Titan that might be like a rare Titan, and then at the same time, you know, you have some other needy core member who needs your time right then, so they shoot up a green smoke signal, so you have to reach them before their little bar, you know, depletes and they'll die. And a lot of times when you get to these certain characters, you're actually able to recruit these characters with you. As far as the online, I really enjoyed the online because it's the same functionality with, as in the story expeditions, but you're able to play with different people, and it's fun to team up with people who don't know each other, just like on almost any online game, but to try to go after an objective and see what you can do and see what's what. All in all, Attack on Titan for PlayStation 4 is a really solid game. I highly recommend it, and if you do like the anime, then you'll really enjoy the game. It's nothing like playing something that you've already watched and reliving those moments. It has solid sound, great gameplay, and the graphics are pretty decent too. Not to mention it has a pretty solid online online capabilities, and it has a decent replay value. My only downfall with the game is that it can get a little repetitive sometimes, because it feels like you're going from point A to point B, and you're going from saving one person from this mission to another person in that mission, and it's only about 20 to 25 hours. You can max it out to about 30 to 35 hours if you want to grind and do every single side mission and sub-mission that's in the game. But this has been your boy Q, your friendly neighborhood geek. If you did like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And if you're new to my channel and you like the content that I'm doing, please don't forget to subscribe. And let me know in the comment section below, are you going to pick up Attack on Titan, or are you holding out for the new Call of Duty, or are you holding out for the new Mafia 3? Are you holding out for the DBZ Xenoverse 2? Let me know again in the comment section below. Until then, remember, eat, geek, sleep, repeat. I'm out. Peace.